Hello, hello. Happy Thursday, everyone. I'm super pumped because tomorrow I'm going on vacation with my husband and I cannot wait. So I wanted to pop on and give you an update because I realized that I share a lot of things in my Facebook and Instagram stories, but I often forget to update you. So I just want to give a really quick update, and it has to be quick because I have a phone call in 25 minutes. So I really just wanted to talk about cancer treatment recovery. So a lot of people call it cancer recovery. I'm calling it treatment recovery because in reality, the cancer is gone and I'm actually recovering from the treatment, right? So the first couple weeks were hard. It was just like the couple weeks in between treatments. So there was this period where my body was like not feeling very good, and I started working out again. I started lifting. I hired a trainer, so we're doing like leg day hardcore 1 day a week. We're doing upper body hardcore 1 day a week. And I started that not too long after my last treatment. And in 2 days, 2 days on Saturday, it'll be 3 months out from my last treatment because it was July 19th. And so on October 19th, that'll be 3 official months. So the first month, maybe month and a half, there was definitely what I would say is recovery, kind of like I could notice that my body was recovering. So for example, when I went to work out, I would get lightheaded and it was hard for me and all these different kinds of things. So I had to be really careful. After that, my body started balancing out. I also had the port, the seroma develop. So when I had my port removed, a very large, like tennis ball size fluid sac replaced the port. And so that was an issue with working out for a little while. I had to kind of let my body reabsorb that, which I'll show you. It's completely flat now. So yay, that's gone. So now I have full range of motion and I can do whatever I want in my workouts. So we've continued to progress. So I was maybe halfway through my treatments, I had started doing Pilates because that's what my body could physically handle at the time while still getting me out of the house and moving and feeling more like myself by working out. So that was a perfect fit for me, and I did a 3-month membership type thing. And when that 3-month membership was done, I switched from Pilates to running. So now I'm working out 2 days a week with heavy weights, and then I'm running 2 to 3 days a week. I'm trying to get back up to a 5K. So physically, working out wise, that's kind of where I have been. But there's some things to know that you don't necessarily think about when you think about cancer recovery or like I said, treatment recovery. So treatment, while it knocked out the cancer, which is amazing, it's still an incredibly toxic thing that you're putting in your body. I mean, it's literally toxins that are going in to kill the cancer, and then you just basically hope that your body bounces back from that. But there are so many things to consider. And so I think one of the frustrations I have is that they kind of say, okay, you're cancer free, go into the world, be free. And you really actually need support for your immune system. You need support for detoxification. You definitely need to check your hormones. You got to do all these things. So one of the biggest things I noticed, so when you're talking about toxins in your body, when you're done with chemo, you have a lot of them. And one of the things to note about toxins is that when you move a lot and when you sweat, they get stirred up. And if they're getting stirred up, you can feel so bad. So fast forward just for a second, because I'm going to talk about working with my naturopath, which I shared very openly with you. I used a naturopath the entire time. She guided me through supplements and what to do and helped me through treatment. Well, I'm using her to monitor my recovery and to optimize all the things that I just talked about, my immune system, detoxification, my hormones, all of those different things. So we have a plan basically to first check out my hormones and make sure that they're balanced, which I don't think they're quite there yet. I took a test and I'm waiting for it to come back, but I'm pretty sure that I have low progesterone, which makes sense because when your ovaries are stressed, which chemo totally stresses out your ovaries, if they can't ovulate, then your progesterone is going to be low. So I think my body's like trying to ovulate, but there's a little bit of stress still there, and so I think I have some pretty low progesterone, but we'll see. I'm waiting for my test to come back. So we have to make sure my hormones are back and normal, and then after that, we're going to do some very targeted detoxification. But so far, the only detoxification that I've really done is really, really, really gentle detoxification. There's a couple different ways that I've done this, and they're just very natural, very chill forms, so nothing too intense. So one way that you can do this is by eating a lot of cruciferous vegetables. So I eat like a lot of broccoli and cauliflower, like a lot. Those are like primarily I'm eating a lot of broccoli and cauliflower. I am getting other vegetables, but I eat a lot of broccoli and cauliflower because I like them, but also it's very helpful to help detox your body and to help flush things out. So that's one way. Some really, really gentle teas, like traditional medicinals, everyday detox. Those are comprised of herbs that help your body detox, but again, in a very, very gentle way. So that's pretty chill. So sometimes I'll use that. And then the other thing is exercise. So whenever you move a lot or sweat, you're mobilizing toxins out of your bones and your tissues. And here's the thing to know, is that if you detox too fast, too soon, you can feel horrible because you're circulating these toxins around your system. And if a chemo patient detoxes too fast, too soon, you can actually have chemo side effects again. So you do not want to do that. So you have to be really careful. So I have been working out, but one of the things I noticed is that when I work out, I'll get really tired like 3 hours later and have to take a nap. And I noticed this fairly quickly. And there's a difference between feeling tired because you exercise, or feeling tired because you have a busy day, or feeling tired because it's 10 o'clock at night, and then feeling like toxic tired, like overwhelming behind your eyes, must sleep, gotta close my eyelids, tired, okay? So there's a difference, and I was feeling toxic tired, and I was able to identify that right away. So you may have seen me post about it, but what I did to counteract that is take binders. So every single time I work out, I take a binder. And what a binder is exactly what it sounds like. It goes in and it binds up toxins, chemicals, heavy metals, things that are floating around that are making you feel like crap that you haven't been able to pee or poop out yet. It binds them up and packages them for excretion. And so since I've been doing that, I've noticed that it really helps, and I don't have that dip or that fatigue after my workouts. So that's been a way to easily handle more movement, a little bit more detox, but not to the point that it's stressing my body out and I'm feeling really toxic and overwhelmed. So hopefully that's encouraging to somebody watching this, or if you know somebody that's maybe going through recovery, maybe that's a little tip you can share. Maybe you can share this video, tag them below if you think that would be helpful. But that's something for anybody really to think about. If you feel like you're going through some detox symptoms, or detox programs, you always want to have a binder on hand. It's really, really important. Personally, I'm using Pectosol C and GI Detox. I will warn you about activated charcoal. It's a great binder, but it's a very strong binder, and it can bind you up too much, if you know what I mean. It'll constipate you if you use it regularly. So always drink a lot of water. Make sure you're taking it away from food, because it can bind the nutrients that you actually want to absorb from your food as well. And but it's definitely something to have on hand. So the general plan is hormones, detox, and I'm getting my mercury fillings removed. So I think we're doing hormones, detox, mercury fillings removed, and then another detox. But one of the things I haven't done yet, and I'm really excited to do, and I can't wait until I get into the detox phase, is infrared sauna. And we did choose not to do infrared sauna too fast or too soon, like I said before, because infrared sauna waves go inches into your body. The frequency can actually penetrate into your skin and into your organs, which is why it's so effective. And so it really, really, really is powerful in mobilizing toxins that are stored in your tissues. And so it can go deeper than when I'm exercising. So actually this is a great process of, hey, let's kind of do a lot of this naturally. Let's move, let's sweat, let's do all these things. And then when we do a targeted detoxification, we can really target and really get in there and pull stuff out of the tissues and out of storage. Fun fact about toxins. I want everybody to post below if they think they know the answer to this. If you know where your body likes to store toxins, comment below quickly, because I'm going to give you the answer in 3, 2, fat cells. So if you are having a really hard time losing weight, you probably need to mobilize some toxins. Now, I wouldn't recommend that you just randomly do this. I would work with a professional. But if you are really hitting a wall, it may be some heavy metal toxicity, it may be some other chemicals, who knows what it is in your individual unique situation with your life history. But if you are having a really hard time losing weight, your body is probably holding on to some chemicals or some toxins, and it's having a hard time releasing the fat because that's where the toxins like to be stored. And it's a protective mechanism. So again, when toxins are just floating around your body, you feel really, really bad. So what your body does is it acts as a natural binder and locks them up. And that's what it's doing. So there's a lot of different things that can go into this, including nutrient deficiencies and things like that. Simply by getting your mineral status up, you can start mobilizing heavy metals and getting toxins out of your body. So if you're really, really nutrient deficient, or you have leaky gut, or you have a lot of problems and inflammation in your body, it can kind of lead to a lot of these things. And then you may also experience weight loss resistance because of that. But once you start detoxing, once you start sweating, and once you start mobilizing, you're going to see more and more benefits and more energy and more weight loss and all these different kinds of things. But you don't want to do it so fast, and you don't want to do it without a binder so that you feel crappy. You should never feel crappy through the process. So we also did some testing for interleukin-6 and C-reactive protein, which are inflammatory markers. I'm super excited. I did get those test results back already, and I checked them out, and the markers were really, really good, so that's really encouraging. And I have my CT scan to just confirm that everything is still good on November 4th, and then we'll keep going from there. But so far, so good. Feeling really good. Making lifestyle changes as needed, and keep feeling better and stronger and more energy, and all is well. So I wanted to give you guys an update. Hope you guys are also doing great, and I'll talk to you soon.